Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Virtual Tech Awards. My name is Monika Philp. I'm the Director of Tech Leadership Development at the AIM Institute. It is my pleasure to be your host this evening as we celebrate AIM, technology in our community, and of course, tech champions who will receive awards for their achievements. For more than 25 years, the nonprofit AIM Institute has fostered growth of Omaha's tech sector through education, career development, and outreach. AIM has made an impact on thousands of students, job seekers, professionals, and companies. Last year alone, AIM inspired over 6,000 youth in our elementary, middle, and high school tech programs. More than 2,600 tech professionals were impacted through our conferences, academies, and events. AIM makes tech education and career training accessible to people of all ages and backgrounds, promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion in our tech sector. Over the past 5 years, AIM has provided approximately $100,000 in college and AIM program scholarships for more than 60 students, ensuring that everyone who wants to learn about tech and start a tech career is able to access top-notch services. Through the Brain Exchange, College and Tech Access, AIM Code School, and Youth and Leadership Academies, AIM keeps our community at the leading edge in an ever-changing digital world. In recent years, there has been a severe shortage of individuals with the skills needed to fill tech-related jobs in our community. This year, the COVID-19 pandemic has forced many companies to go fully virtually, which has increased the need for tech professionals even more. And oftentimes, we see examples of brain drain when talented individuals move away to larger cities to begin their careers. In order to fill this growing gap, AIM offers alternative models to training and mentorship and provides career navigators and resources to address the unique needs of each tech professional, new or experienced. This celebration would not be possible without the support of all the Tech Award sponsors. A very special thank you to our presenting sponsor, Cox Business. We appreciate this support and collaboration from Cox Business. They are an industry leader in managed cloud services and can help any size business or organization manage securely and remotely with their services. Today, we're here to celebrate the achievements of those who embody the spirit of AIM's mission. While we would normally have this celebration in person, I think we can all agree that not much of this year has been normal. To help us make sure we are all safe and can socially distance during this program, tonight's event will feature 3 different robots that are frequently used for education and a bit of fun at the Brain Exchange. The Brain Exchange opened just 4 years ago and has served thousands of students from ages 7 to 17. These students receive free hands-on experiences and tech education led by industry experts. In the last 2 years alone, Brain Exchange has served nearly 11,000 students. Your donation to AIM helps youth explore and create with technology in a hands-on setting. $500 can support one student for an entire year. Help us inspire Omaha's future technology professionals. To donate, please visit aiminstitute.org/donate-info. We will pin the URL in the chat at the side of your screen for your convenience. Also, you should have received information about how to take your Launchstreet Everyday Innovator Style Assessment. We're so glad to be able to offer you this amazing tool to help you discover your natural innovative strengths for free. Thanks to the generosity of our sponsors. If you've taken the assessment already, tell us what your style of innovator you are. If you haven't taken it yet, be sure to do so after tonight's event. The assessment is a great way to discover your natural innovative strengths and is based on 2 decades of research. The assessment uncovers your hidden strengths that can give you a daily advantage. Personally, I took the assessment and discovered that my everyday innovative style is futuristic and collaborative. Anyone else got the same result? Please share in the chat. This evening is a celebration of technology, leaders, innovators, educators, and community builders. So let's start recognizing these incredible trailblazers in our community. The first award of the evening, Tech Student of the Year, goes to David Salazar. David is completing a degree in biomechanics at UNO. He has an enduring passion for research and the biomechanical aspect of developing biomedical devices. David's proudest accomplishment is the development of a 3D anatomical models for surgical planning. These anatomical models are exact replicas of organs or body segments created from CT scans and the latest in additive manufacturing. In 2016, David helped develop an anatomical model to replicate a 6-year-old's spine. This girl's surgeons used this model to practice a complex surgery to remove a tumor from her spine. Fortunately, thanks to David and his team, the surgeons were able to successfully remove the tumor and the girl was able to move again. Amazing. By using 3D printed anatomical models for surgical planning, David has reduced the cost and complexity of these surgical procedures. His efforts demonstrate the power of information technology and biomechanics. David, please accept this AIM Tech Student of the Year award.
Thank you so much for this honor, everyone. Oh, right. So my advisor had a case in a different country in Chile where we had a child who needed to have a tumor resected from part of their spine. And pretty much we had the CT scans and we knew there was this new technology where people were kind of making 3D models from CT scans. And we pretty much had to find a way to make it more affordable because the family really couldn't afford some of the advanced ones. So, you know, we brought together people from UNMC, from Children's Hospital, and we all worked together to kind of make a model that the family could afford and the surgeons could use out in that country to kind of help the child out. So kind of stemmed from there, and then since then we've collabed with a lot of people here in Nebraska. With the project I work on, there's a very steep learning curve. So you really have to, you know, look at CT scans, and I'm not a doctor. I have no idea how to do that. But you know, you work with physicians and you really learn how to do that. And then there's also the 3D printing side of it. So now you got to learn how to model, and you know, kind of incorporating all those things together it's challenging, but you know, it's really rewarding at the very end. So the work that I'm doing, I think, you know, I started from not knowing how to read CT scans, not knowing how to, you know, use 3D modeling and 3D printing, and you know, here I am now winning awards. So. And we absolutely work with the community at local high school level. We teach out there. We have collaborations with Clarkson College as well. We're helping some of those people learn how to apply 3D printing. So, you know, we're absolutely trying to help people learn to use this so that they can get jobs doing this kind of work as well, and really helping not just Omaha, but hopefully the nation as well. So for me, that's absolutely a 3D printer. You know, my entire, where I've come has been because of 3D printing. You know, we 3D print prosthetics, and you know, my work focuses mostly on anatomical modeling. So, you know, without a 3D printer, none of that is possible at all. So I never touched them until pretty much starting my master's degree. So it was quite a while, but well, for me, it's new 3D printers. You know, we just got our hands on a metal 3D printer, and so with that, we can start making implants that we can hopefully give to patients as well. So, you know, I'm just really excited to see where all the advancements in 3D printing come in, because you know, in the last like 10 years we've jumped like bounds forward. So you know, it's going to be really exciting to see where it goes in another 10 years or maybe 20 years. So yeah, bioprinting is, you know, one of the coolest things that's happening right now, and it's just getting started. So once that really takes off, you know, printing organs is going to be huge impact.
It is incredible to see David is developing technology to help surgeons save lives. Tonight's next award, Tech Educator of the Year, goes to Rios' Gunter. Tony is the principal of Kennedy Elementary in the Omaha Public School District. He goes above and beyond to provide technology opportunities to his staff and students. He took a school that was using chalkboards and Elmer projectors to Promethean boards, iPads, robotics, and more. To make the most of this technology, Tony brought in professional development for his staff as well as clubs and technology classes for students. Tony collaborates with partners like Brain Exchange, Prairie STEM, Science of Sphere at the Metropolitan Community College, and Whispering Roots. He has a plan on how to redesign summer school classes, including core academics in the morning and self-selected courses in the afternoon to help students discover their creative passions. These classes include digital music making, culinary arts, fashion design, robotics, drones, gardening, computer repair, construction, and more. Tony's support and impact on the students, staff, and families of the Kennedy Elementary inspires us all. Tony, please accept this AIM Tech Educator of the Year award.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. This is such a great honor. This award really goes to all the folks I work with, you know, my teachers, my students, and also community partners that really make, you know, us help support our kids in bridging that gap in education. So without their collaboration and support, I wouldn't be here right now. So thank you very much for this award, and I truly appreciate it. Technology, I feel, is the great equalizer. It can help level the playing field for many kids and many students. But, you know, it's not the driver in education, but it can truly help accelerate learning for kids. And I have this, you know, belief that we want to change our kids from content consumers to content producers. So it's not just kids sitting there learning and playing games, but using the tools to really help elevate their learning and deepen their learning across all levels. Yeah, you know, when it comes to barriers and setbacks in education with technology, it's always about capacity, bandwidth, and connectivity. And when those barriers arise, you know, we just work with different partners like Brain Exchange or the AIM Institute or Prairie STEM or different, you know, community partners to kind of help overcome those gaps and just find innovative ways to just, you know, to work around those barriers. Dream big. I mean, don't set any limits for yourselves. People say think outside the box, and really, there is no box. There's no limits to what we could do, and be a free agent learner. And what I mean by that is, you know, we have access to all the information that we can put our hands on through the internet. You know, be a consumer of learning and be a student agent that seek out information and that want to take it and apply it and just explore and be, you know, dream big.
Partnerships with schools like Kennedy Elementary have helped us reach more students. In 2019, AIM engaged over 6,000 youth program participants in local elementary, middle, and high schools, and inspired nearly 6,000 tech professionals through our conferences, academies, and events. Promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion in the tech sector is a high priority for AIM. In 2020, 48% of the students we have served are women and 52% are people of color. This growth and diversity in the tech sector is a critical contributor to the economic development in the Omaha community. Now it's time to present the third award of the evening, the Tech Innovator of the Year award. Goes to Mike Douglas. Mike has more than 20 years of experience in leading delivery teams and providing mentorship for multiple client engagements. He brings a wealth of knowledge and experiences in innovation, trends, and technologies as a director of delivery and engineering at Lunavi. Software security has become more challenging than ever as organizations face a growing pressure to increase the pace and volume of the application development. Mike has focused on redefining security and compliance by baking change control into the software development pipeline and removing the need for manual rubber stamp change control approvals. He helps Lunavi ensure that applications delivered are highly secured. Mike is also a mentor leader who works with companies and individuals to grow their knowledge and understanding of these critical solutions so they can achieve better outcomes for their customers and organizations. Mike gives of his time, talent, and knowledge at the conferences, events, and on IT boards. He also serves as a coordinator for a local VEX IQ Robotics Club and is a mentor at DoSpace, Omaha's technology library. Mike, please accept this AIM Tech Innovator of the Year award.
All right, thank you AIM Institute for this award. Very honored to be the recipient of this, and very excited. First award I've ever received from a robot, so very exciting, thank you. Well, I'm always somebody that wants to be challenged and like solving problems, so you know, it was multiple people were basically having the same issue of, you know, not being able to deploy as frequently as they'd like. So by helping them solve how we can incorporate like security and compliance into that was a challenge, and then really being able to take that challenge and then share that with others. Well, I think first of all, I think what really helped is raising the bar on organizations being able to deploy software securely and safely, and really helping to do that in a way that allows teams to basically release to production more often, more frequently, while still accomplishing those things. So I think through, I'm like the organizer for the Omaha DevOps meetup, through presentations and blog posts. I've been a regular presenter at things like HTC and Infotech. So, you know, those types of events and those types of ways to get out to the community, I think are really ways to help. I think a lot. I mean, I think the background that I've had has really helped from, you know, from both having a software background and an IT background, along with some business experience. Because really the problems we're solving here isn't necessarily just a technical one. It's really about, goes across like the culture, the people, the process, and the technology of an organization. So being able to kind of bring all those together to help solve problems like this, I think is really key. So I think having that background has really helped. All of them. I think I've always been a technology person. I've always just loved technology, robots, all those things. I think what really I'm excited about is augmented reality and how that can really start helping our lives, is basically being able to get rid of the computer screens that we're used to and having that basically just be part of what we see, so we can actually have things augmented to know who people are, you know, what we're doing, all without a computer screen. So I think in the next few years, I think that's really going to take off, whether it be through glasses or you know, contact lenses. I think that'll be really, really exciting.
At this time, we'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge our AIM Scholarship recipients. Every year, the AIM Institute and the Omaha chapter of the Association of Information Technology Professionals award scholarships to deserving students. Congratulations to the 2020 AIM Institute and AITP scholarship recipients: Kylie Clark, Nathan Perkins, Pranay Rajan, Abdul Sheikh. These students received their scholarships this fall and are all excelling in their respective studies. Next, we will present the Chad Norris Memorial Scholarship. Chad Norris Memorial Scholarship was established to remember and honor a tech champion in our community. Team Software's Chad Norris was an amazing tech professional with more than 20 years of experience in software development. He had a passion for developing talent and bringing people into the team software world. Due to Chad's amazing spirit and dedication, AIM and Team Software have come together to keep his memory bright. We are excited tonight to announce that the Chad Norris Memorial Scholarship will be awarded to students whose goal is to have an associate or bachelor's degree in information system technology, computer science, or a related field. We honor Chad's leadership and drive, as well as his commitment to a local tech community. Congratulations to the following students awarded with Chad Norris's Memorial Scholarships: Tessa Bresda, Travis Mangier, Sabathi Pongsawat. We are so grateful for Team Software and the Norris family and AITP for supporting these tech-driven students.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shelley Norse. First of all, Kate, Max, and I would like to congratulate the winners and wish you success in your future endeavors. Chad had a passion for growth and development. He loved talking with people of all ages about opportunities within the technology community. His favorite was to visit college campuses and also participated in Career Day at our children's elementary school. This made AIM a perfect fit for Chad. He was proud and inspired by the work they do. We also want to thank Team Software. They are like family, and during this difficult time, they've been there every step of the way. Their contribution to this scholarship shows the amazing character of the people at Team. Chad will be remembered for many things. He would be incredibly touched and proud to be honored in this way. The Norse kids want to pass along some of their father's best pieces of advice.
Don't be a freeloader.
Think outside the box.
Work smart, not hard.
Don't be a blockhead.
Be creative.
Again, congratulations to the winner, and thank you again to everyone within the AIM organization and at Team Software.
The next award, Community Builder of the Year, goes to Urban League of Nebraska. The 2019 Urban League of Nebraska began partnering with Heartland Workforce Solutions and AIM Code School to host Careers in Tech Boot Camp. Through this class, students gain the specific skills they need to become employable in tech careers. This collaboration is bringing low-income and underrepresented groups into the tech sector. In just under a year, this partnership helped 11 students graduate with technology skills, and half are now employed in the tech sector. While the AIM Code School offers these students tech-specific training, the Urban League provides a professional development boot camp teaching skills such as resume writing, interviews, and other professional skills. The Urban League of Nebraska is dedicated to helping increase representation of women, people of color, and low-income students in the tech sector. By helping to pioneer the Careers in Technology Bootcamp, along with its work and mentorship, professional and personal development, and job training, the Urban League of Nebraska has been vital to the growth and inclusiveness of Omaha's tech community. Urban League of Nebraska, please accept this AIM Community Builder of the Year award.
On behalf of the Urban League of Nebraska, I would like to thank the AIM Institute for our partnership for the Careers in Tech Academy. I also like to recognize the Urban League, our management team, our staff, particularly our Employment and Career Services staff, under the direction of Ms. Rosalind Brado, Ms. Lawanda Gu, our coordinator, Ms. Michaela Townsell, our program specialist, as they are the ones who administer the Careers in Tech Boot Camp. This was the first opportunity for the Urban League to administer our boot camp virtually, and so that also represented an opportunity for us to partner with the AIM Institute, where technology is their area of expertise. And so it was a wonderful opportunity for our program participants to benefit from the collaboration, both receiving the job readiness, as well as the resume writing, the interview practice, and the critiques that they received to enhance their employability skills, at the same time receiving some practical and tangible instruction here at the AIM Institute, the Brain Exchange, that they can use to enhance their employability opportunities. So thank you. Technology is used to enhance efficiencies, and so as we utilize technology at the Urban League, particularly in this era of COVID, we've had to transition our program administration, our service delivery model to an online or virtual opportunity for our program participants. And so it required our staff to train up and to become pretty much subject matter experts on the various platforms that we could utilize to be able to administer our programs and to be able to continue providing their services to our program participants and our constituents. They're very much needed. And so we really benefited, if you will, by being really diligent in terms of recognizing that we would have to transition to online or virtual platform to deliver services, and of course having access to the technology made that possible. In this current environment, particularly the reliance on online instruction, it's incredibly important that our students have the tools necessary to be able to receive the curriculum, particularly our high school students. Obviously, they're relying on online, a virtual experience. Many programs in post-secondary are offered online as well. But the skills that you can acquire when you take a program like the Careers in Tech would really enhance your employability. The job market is wide open right now for technology. And as we here in Omaha particularly attempt to meet our demands for labor, we know that the tech field is very, very ripe. And so our program participants should benefit from the credentials that they acquire here in Careers in Tech Boot Camp and be able to utilize that to find employment opportunities. Well, I think we've become Zoom experts in terms of subject matter experts on administration of Zoom and relying on these virtual platforms. We're now relying on them for events. We're relying on them to facilitate meetings. And so I think as you see the enhancements and the capabilities of that type of technology for meeting and classroom instruction, it's going to revolutionize how we do business.
Now, I'd love to share a little more about the AIM Institute with you. AIM has been partnering with the U.S. Department of Education for nearly 20 years to provide access to 3 federal TRIO programs: Upward Bound, Talent Search, and Educational Opportunity Center. Our goal is to support the first generation and low-income students. These programs offer in-school services in more than a dozen area schools, providing tutoring, mentoring, cultural enrichment, work studies, and tech career exploration. In addition to these federal programs, we also offer learning opportunities through AIM Code School. This was the first code school in the Omaha area to receive state accreditation. It provides practical training to meet the demands of job seekers and employers in today's job market. AIM Code School offers scholarships for students who can pay out of pocket or receive federal funding for their training. These experiences ignite curiosity and inspire passion for technology. The final 2 awards of the evening will be presented by our Cox Business partner. Ashley Perkins is the Vice President of Cox Business and an AIM Institute board member. Ashley believes that Omaha is home of an impressive group of information technology innovators who bolster the local business, academic, government, and nonprofit communities. These tech awards celebrate the unsung heroes of information technology as these brilliant leaders and their teams serve as the behind-the-scenes forces that drive innovation and keep businesses accelerating.
Monika, thank you for that introduction. Meccano and I are here to partner, and we're so happy to be part of such an innovative organization and one that drives our local technology sector and provides education opportunities for anyone interested in this field. I'm excited to announce the next award, Tech Leader of the Year. This award goes to an inspiring leader in our community, Kim Whittaker. Kim is the president of FNTS, a multi-cloud data center and managed service provider in Omaha. She's a passionate leader with extensive knowledge in identifying strategic IT solutions and new technologies that meet the technical needs facing organizations today. Kim has been instrumental in developing strategies for emerging technologies, IT trends, enhanced security capabilities, and custom managed service solutions that help organizations nationwide expedite digital transformation. She truly cares about the customer experience and is focused on becoming a trusted IT advisor for enterprises as she continues to build long-term relationships with clients. She ensures that FNTS understands a client's business needs and provides reliable and secure solutions that simplify their IT operations, enables their adoption of leading-edge technology along the way. To nurturing relationships with clients, Kim also fosters a culture of teamwork, leadership, and learning among her employees. In 2019, she encouraged employees to innovate in cloud technology when it came to training and certifications. As a result, FNTS received 39 industry certifications and accreditations. As the first female president of FNTS, Kim leads FNTS's Women in Technology initiative and events, inspiring young women to consider future careers in technology. She is also part of the Nebraska Technology Collaborative and is invested in growing the tech talent pipeline and increasing diversity in the technology industry. Kim launched FNTS's Job Shadow program to give students and career-focused professionals opportunities to learn various IT and tech-adjacent roles. As technology continues to evolve, Kim understands that organizations embarking in digital transformation initiatives need a strategic co-innovation partner who can guide them through their IT journey. Kim, please accept this AIM Tech Leader of the Year award.
So I'm deeply honored to receive this award, and honestly this award goes to the entire team at FNTS. I'm very blessed to have just an amazing leadership team within FNTS, and they're really the ones that have been responsible for all of the initiatives that we've accomplished over the past few years and the continued work and growth that we're experiencing as a company. I also want to extend my sincerest thanks to all of our employees at FNTS. They're the ones that make all of this possible, and I'm so proud to be a part of such an awesome organization. I see the impact that we're making every day in the work that we're doing for clients nationwide and really just enhancing that customer experience that we're delivering. I'd also like to thank my family, my husband Al, my kids, Megan and Andrew, for their continued support as I've pursued my career aspirations. And then lastly, I'd like to thank AIM. I'd like to thank AIM for all of the work that you're doing, just really in building the tech talent ecosystem here within our local community. We definitely have a tech talent shortage, and so I see the work that AIM is doing to help fill that gap, and I think the impact you're going to have is going to be a long-lasting impact to close that gap here locally. So thank you. So we use technology at FNTS daily and really help enable our clients in the use of cloud computing and other technology to really just deliver a better customer experience to their end clients. It's amazing to see the pace of change that's happening with technology and all of the enhancements that are occurring that makes everyone's jobs a lot easier, but also can make that customer experience so much more frictionless. So my advice for any student, if you have any type of inkling of going into technology or exploring a degree, is to absolutely look into engineering or computer science. And honestly, even for students who don't necessarily want to go into engineering or computer science, there's a lot of opportunities for you if you have a business degree or if you're interested in project management or a degree in a different area, just to explore different careers within the technology industry. There's a lot of different opportunities, and within the technology space, what I've seen is these careers within technology are extremely rewarding for our employees because technology is always changing, it's always evolving, and it gives you that opportunity to continue to learn. And so if you like that challenge, then a career within the technology field would be a great career for you. And I just really encourage you to consider whether it's engineering, computer science, or a different degree, at least explore the technology industry because I think it will be very rewarding. So I'm really curious, with all of the enhancements from a technology perspective, I'm curious to see how AI and analytics continue to evolve and be applied both in the business space but also on a consumer level. I think, the information, we have so much data and information, and really using those tools and technology to make better decisions. I'm also really curious to see the adoption of autonomous vehicles and how that's going to change just our daily lives and what that looks like in the next decade or so.
The final award this evening, Startup of the Year, goes to RetailAware. Keith Fix and RetailAware have combined hardware and software to bring data to the grocery shelf in a way that hasn't been done before. RetailAware provides real-time shelf analytics through microsensors to track product engagement, audience and footfall, dwell time, temperature, motion, and alerts for the product need. The RetailAware products provide deep insight to various stakeholders in the retail supply chain. These solutions have proven especially valuable during the pandemic. RetailAware and their bias sensor platform not only passively collect data, but they uncover shelf-level opportunities to optimize merchandising and drive ROI of trade and field marketing initiatives. Clients have access and insights to this data through their web portal, dashboards, and reports. Keith, please accept this AIM Tech Startup of the Year award.
Awesome. On behalf of the entire RetailAware team, we're super excited to receive this recognition. We're huge supporters of the Omaha tech community, and it's just a great honor to be here and get this. So RetailAware was born out of a personal business need that I identified. I actually started my career in the retail space working for a Fortune apparel brand, and since then I've kind of been in the space and identified the need around the solution that we built, and then we built it alongside customers. And so that's always a great thing to happen because then you can grow and you can replicate that and expand it into other customers. So it's been a long journey, but it's been fantastic and fun, and we're excited to be on the forefront of bringing real-time insights into brick and mortar spaces. I think first and foremost, being a hardware company in the middle of Omaha is not something that you hear quite often. And so being a part of the community and bringing embedded engineers and that type of caliber of talent together to design innovative leading edge products for some of the world's biggest brands and is super exciting, and it's super invigorating, and it's so cool that we can do that here. So we're super excited to be a part of the Omaha community, and we're yeah. So yes. I think one of the biggest factors that have helped us be successful is hands down the support of the community and the network and the close tightness of the groups here. It's been incredible that one of our early on supporters was a local company, and that catapulted, that helped catalyze what we were doing. And the fact that those types of connections and people exist here are super special and have played a really key role in our ability to grow and succeed.
Thank you for your support of this year's virtual AIM Tech Awards. We encourage you to donate to AIM and our mission to create a thriving community where everyone can pursue a rewarding tech career. We so appreciate your support of our mission. Everyone who attended the celebration this evening was entered into a drawing to win a Oculus Quest virtual gaming headset. We will now place the person's name in the chat. Congratulations! We will get in touch with you as soon as this ends. Also, as you may have seen in our event promotion, everyone who attended tonight's event will receive a special gift. Thanks to the generosity of our sponsors, you will receive a free access to the Everyday Innovator Style Assessment. This survey helps you discover your natural innovative strengths. Tonight, we will email you instructions on how to access this tool. Again, we applaud all the tech leaders who were nominated this year for the awards. There are so many accomplishments in the community, and we're excited to see Omaha as a growing hub for technology. I'd like to say thank you to our team, board of directors, our donors, and attendees for celebrating this evening with us. And this event would not have been possible without the support of our title sponsor, Cox Business. We look forward to seeing you all in person at the 2021 AIM Tech Awards. Please enjoy the one final robot performance this evening from our very in-sync Ozobots.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. And congratulations to the award winners. What an honor to celebrate your work, your accomplishments. Congratulations. And kudos to all of you joining me this evening. Being here tells me that you have the growth mindset that it takes to navigate these changing, uncertain times that we're in. So kudos, congratulations to all of you. I'm Tamara Ghandour. I'm the president of the innovation firm Launchstreet. I'm the creator of the proprietary Innovation Quotient Edge Assessment, the only tool that tells you your natural style and strength of innovation. We're going to dig into that a little bit later. I am the founder of the Everyday Innovators Tribe, the ongoing innovation tools and support platform for leaders, emerging leaders, and innovators, and the author of the newly released book, Innovation is Everybody's Business. Together, we're going to create an innovation experience. Now, in order to do that, we need to come to 3 agreements. Are you ready for them? All right, here we go. Number 1, I need you to agree to have an open mind. I'm going to share some new ways of thinking that maybe don't match some of the old ways, some new ways of looking at things. I just ask that you have an open mind and ask yourself, how do I apply this to my world? That's how you'll get the most out of our time together. The second one is that I need us to agree to is for you to engage. So we're going to do a little bit of action. I'm going to ask you to roll up your sleeves and also to really be present. I know there's a lot of distractions out there. Email, social media, TikTok, kids, dogs, fill in the blank. I get it. I just ask for a brief time that you put those aside. You've invested the time to be here, so let's get the most out of it. I promise to give you all I can as well. Now, the third thing I need you to agree to is to give yourselves permission to innovate. Now, in order to do that, we need to play a little game. Are you ready for it? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3, old school, like we did when we were kids. Here's how this is going to work. All of you are going to play me. You ready for it? I know the deck is stacked, right? I'm going to lose to somebody. That's okay. For all you competitive people out there, that's great. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, whatever I put up. And you're going to play me. Just put in the comment section which one you did. And let me know if you beat me. Best 2 out of 3. You ready for it? Here we go. Everybody hands up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's scissors. 1, 2, 3. Paper. 1, 2, 3. Rock. I feel like I need a better strategy. Anybody beat me? Yeah, a few of you? Okay, good. All right. Here's my question before we keep going. Why? Why is rock, paper, scissors the way it is? Really? Why does rock beat scissors? Why does scissors beat paper? And why does paper beat rock? I've never understood that. And how many of you actually just jumped in and knew how to play? Most of us, right? And hey, if you didn't, that's okay. I'm going to come back to that because that's a valuable lesson too. But most of us really just jumped in like we've been doing it every day of our lives, even if we haven't played for years. But what if we did this? What if we flipped it and played opposite rules? In fact, let's do that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3, opposite rules. So let me make sure I get this right. So this time, rock beats paper, paper beats scissors, and scissors beats rock. Best 2 out of 3. You ready for it? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Anybody beat me that one? I know the people who are highly competitive, by the way, because you still want to play. I see you. So how did that feel? Put it in the comment section, right? A little awkward, a little weird. Oftentimes when I play this game with people, and I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times, people will tell me it feels awkward. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like I changed the game on them, like I changed the rules on them without telling them. It felt exhausting as I had to figure out the new rules. So I think that rock, paper, scissors, what we just experienced, is a lot like the life and the world that we are in right now, where rock, paper, scissors, the world was one way, and then overnight, the rules, the game, the playing field was changed on us. And we have to figure out a new way to operate, a new way to think, a new way to move forward. So here's what I want you to think about. I want you to really think about giving yourself permission to innovate and know that what you just experienced with rock, paper, scissors, that feeling of being uncomfortable, awkward, even maybe some exhaustion, that's part of learning the new rules. That's part of the innovation process. Oftentimes we give up a little bit too early. We give up in that time when we're not sure what to do, but that's just part of the process in figuring it out. And we do get stronger and better at it. So they did a study with cigar rollers in Cuba. And what they found was that with new cigar rollers, it took them 25 seconds and a lot of mistakes to roll a great cigar. After about 6 months, 15 seconds and some mistakes. And after a year, 8 seconds and still some mistakes to roll the perfect cigar. we get better and stronger. We've just got to give ourselves permission to be uncomfortable as we go through the learning and the changing process, as we unlock our ability to innovate. So the 3 agreements are open mind, engage, and give ourselves permission to innovate. Can we agree to those 3? Just give me a yes in the chat bar. All right, good. All right, so now let's dig into your ability to innovate, because your ability to innovate is your competitive advantage, and it is how you can perform at your peak, solve those sticky challenges, bring more innovative ideas to the table, have a stronger, more valued voice as you move forward. Now, in order to dig into this, I actually want to first, I want to talk a little bit about the science and the style of innovation, because I think in understanding that, it'll actually be easier for you to unlock your innovation advantage. So let's start with the science. There are 3 things I want you to know. So I spent a lot of time digging into the neuroscience and talking to scientists and researchers and digging into the behavioral psychology. And the 3 things that I uncovered that are really important for us is, number 1, we actually have both the structures for intelligence and innovation in our brains. All of us do, and they're distinct. So intelligence is like a superhighway, deep grooves, defined boundaries. Innovation is a bunch of loosely connected side roads. And we have the structures for both. The second thing I discovered is that innovation is a whole brain experience. So MRIs show that when you innovate, create a problem solve, think differently, you actually light up the whole brain. That's why it feels so good. It actually releases dopamine. So we want to do more of it. Now, the third thing I learned in the science of innovation that really matters to us is that our brains are actually pliable. So researchers used to believe that once you hit 25, whatever your structures, synapses, connections in your brain, whatever that was it. That's all you got for the rest of your life. Turns out the science now shows us that was false. Innovation and our brains actually have the ability to strengthen and improve and adapt. We can learn new skills. We can unlock and strengthen skills like innovation. It's called neuroplasticity. So here's the thing. Our brain is not technically a muscle, but in this way, it actually acts like one. So the more we exercise it, the more we intentionally feed it, the stronger it gets. The less, the weaker it gets. So oftentimes when people come to me and say, Tamara, I'm not the innovative one, that's Susie down the hall, or it's just so exhausting and I find it so hard, or it just feels dormant. What they're really telling me is they haven't been consistently and intentionally activating that part of the brain. So 25 years of work and research combined with my years of work and research, all of this came together to really make me realize one important truth, and that's in the style of innovation. And it's this: being innovative is universal. We all do it. However, how we innovate is unique to each of us. And in fact, there are 9 styles of innovation. I like to call them triggers because they actually activate that natural part in your brain, that natural wellspring of innovation. And what we all have, as you've discovered by taking the innovation quotient assessment, is that we all have something that's incredibly unique to us. And that's our everyday innovator style, how we naturally innovate. And that is the combination of your top 2 power triggers, your wellspring of innovation, your natural abilities to innovate, your strengths, along with a dormant trigger, which I wouldn't call your dormant trigger a weakness, but think of it as it's the lowest of your power play and it's going to exhaust you for staying there. So today, what I want to focus on is those 2 power triggers and how those come to life to help you innovate and go further faster. Now, 2 things. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to all our sponsors because they're the ones that really made this possible for all of you to take the Innovation Quotient Edge assessment. So take a second and thank them. Second, if you haven't taken it yet, that's okay. Hang tight. That link is in your email and we'll put it in the comments section too. So you'll have a chance to take it. I know a lot of you have taken it because I've seen the results. So what do you say we dig in? The first thing I want to do is I want to share how those 9 triggers come to life to bring incredibly valuable innovation to the table. And then I want to show you a heat map of you relative to everybody else that took it so you can understand yourself, but also in the context of those around you. Okay, let's do that. So let's dig into the 9 styles. So the first one is collaborative. So if you have a collaborative power trigger, you bring whole innovation to the table because you pull together disparate people and ideas and experiences. You pull them together to create innovation. And the thing that's so valuable about how you do it is it creates a 360-degree idea that's strong, that's whole. Experiential. So experiential is you're all about real world innovation. You get things out of your head and into the real world. And because of that, you're able to see innovation in a way that actually moves it forward. You actually find the innovation in the momentum. Because of that, you bring tangible innovation to the table. Next one is fluid. Fluids, you are all about that ambiguity and that mess and that stickiness. And while a lot of us can navigate that kind of world, you actually take that ambiguity and you turn it into clarity. You turn it into innovation. So while the rest of us get a little bit bogged down, you're actually pulling the pieces out that we need to get clear innovation to move forward. The next one is futuristic. You're all about the forest through the trees. Today's problems are tomorrow's opportunities for futuristic. You are so good at being 10 steps ahead. Because of that, you bring forward-driven innovation to the table. The next one is imaginative. So imaginative, you're all about playing in the gaps. While the rest of us might need data, proof, knowledge to start with, you actually innovate in those spaces where nothing yet exists. Because of that, you bring novel innovation to the table. The next one is inquisitive. So you're all about asking questions. You're all about innovation is in the questions, not the answers. Because of that, you tend to dig, challenge assumptions, pull back the layers while the rest of us are stuck on the surface. Because of that, you find and bring deep innovation to the table. The next one is instinctual. So while most of us have a pretty linear thought pattern, A, B, C, D, you're over here, A to X to L over to Y, back to A again. But because of that, you tend to find the patterns and the insights that most of us miss. And you bring connective innovation to the table. The next one is risk taker. So you're all about innovating in those uncomfortable spaces. While most people are stuck on a ledge, you're out there being bolder, being bigger in your ideas and your willingness to be uncomfortable. You innovate in those uncomfortable spaces where the pressure is actually on because you're willing to leap. And because of that, you bring bold innovation to the table. And the last one, tweaker. If you have this as your power trigger, you are all about the editing and evolving, moving forward, adjusting. While the rest of us are finished or we've labeled something a success or failure too soon, you're over there still moving forward because you know that the best innovation is just one little adjustment away. Because of that, you bring optimized innovation to the table. So as you can see, the beauty of this is all of them are really powerful, but in very distinct ways. And your everyday innovator style is what makes you unique. And what makes you unique is what makes you valuable in this world. So another way to say that, how you innovate is what makes you unique, which is what makes you valuable. I want you to remember that. Now, I want to show you the heat map because I think this is pretty exciting. This is a heat map of all of you at this event that have taken this assessment. And this is a burst map. So the bigger the burst, the more there's clusters. Where there's none, maybe there's some gaps. There's 3 things I want you to take away from looking at this heat map. Number one is I just want you to notice, find yourself on this map where you are relative to everybody else. It's just further proof that your innovation style is unique to you and your advantage. By the way, our brains are like our thumbprints. No two are alike. So how you innovate is what you should be bringing forward into this world because that's the value. That is what everybody needs in this world from you. So that's the first thing I want you to see is how this really is unique to you. The second thing I want you to see in this is just look at all the patterns and the clusters. The bigger the burst, the more there's some clusters over there. That is your competitive advantage as a group. Every industry, company I've worked with, team has a different pattern. And as you can see from yours, there's clusters and lines around collaborative and around tweaker and around inquisitive. Those are your power plays as a group. And the third thing I want you to really take away from this, I think really the biggest is when you look at this map, I want you to really think about how you bring out the best in yourself, but also in those around you. If you understand how the people around you innovate in their way, you'll be able to bring out the best in yourself, but also in them. You'll be able to leverage each other, drive stronger collaboration, and hence innovation. All right, the awesome part about innovation is that being an innovator is a choice. Hopefully you'll see from our time together that, and now really realize that we all have this incredible ability to innovate inside of us, but it's our choice to move it forward. And I want to end on a story that I hope helps you take action in driving your incredible skills and talents around innovation into the world. So I was driving along the Costa Rican highway in this ratty old Jeep that was probably more duct tape than it was Jeep when I saw it. It was this hand-painted sign on the side of the road, and it said bungee jumping next right. So I immediately veered off and went on the dusty roads and landed at this abandoned shack and a rusty old bridge. And I got out of my Jeep in my lightweight matching travel gear along with some other travelers and went to the bridge where this man with this heap of equipment at his feet and a pearly white smile greeted us. And he said, "Who wants to go first?" Let's just say I did not argue when the other people agreed. And one by one, I watched them jump off the bridge in sheer terror, but come up with a look of joy on their faces. But then it was my turn. And here's the thing. I don't remember most of it. I don't remember him putting the straps around my ankles. I don't remember him attaching those straps to the bridge. I came to as I was being hoisted up onto the ledge with nothing to hold on to. And my legs are shaking and my heart is pounding. And he looks at me and he says, "All right, Tamara, on the count of 3, you're going to jump up and away from the bridge." And I think I should probably remember those words. Pretty important advice. But then he started to count. 1, 2, and I jumped. I couldn't wait one more second. If I had waited until 3, I would have jumped back down to the safety of the bridge. And as I was being hoisted up that day, I promised myself that I would never forget that 1 second. That 1 second is the difference between moving forward and going backwards. That 1 second is where we talk ourselves out of doing the things we know we want and should do. That 1 second is where we go from "what if" to "now what?" It's where we go back to the bridge. So the voice that I have in my head, the voice that has propelled me forward, especially in 2020, and actually led to success I didn't expect, the voice that keeps me innovating and being bold is "jump on 2." So the voice that I want you to have, the thing I want to hear you say to yourself is "jump on 2." So if you're with me, do me a favor. As we close out, just put a little "jump on 2" in the comment section and let's do this together. Thank you so much for having me. Jump on 2.